Hey, happy Friday, everyone. I am a bit serene today, so I'm going to try to amp my energy up for you. But the serenity's it's all a good thing. It's so good. So I've had a wonderful day so far. Most of you who follow my lives know that I have been, I started off with the 3-day water fast, and that finished on Tuesday night, and I am now doing the Daniel fast, which is a strict vegan diet and no alcohol, no caffeine, no sugar as part of that fast. So I started that on Wednesday or Tuesday night. And I can just tell you the clarity and connection with God during this time has just been, it's been incredible. This morning I had the most amazing experience while I was just doing something so simple as just making the bed. And it was like, as I was making the bed, I was just making the bed, and it was like God spoke to me, but not in like a voice I could hear, but like kind of like a download, like a knowing, right? And it was so powerful what God shared with me this morning, and just really so much love and things that I was beating myself up for, decisions that I made that weren't the best decisions, both personally and in my business and stuff, things I was beating myself up for. God really showed me, like, with the most love and compassion, where I was giving my power away to others, where I wasn't trusting myself or trusting Him to lead me, and kind of the ramifications of that. But it was not in a judgmental way. It was like with so much compassion and love and understanding. And then I was kind of like shown that was all like something that needed to happen. Like He knew that was going to happen, and that was just what needed to happen for me to get to the place where I'm at right now. So I was just left with this like amazing sense of peace and love. And, just this feeling in my heart that, that I'm so loved by God, and that there's nothing that He won't provide for me, which is a very new feeling for me. Like, my parents love me. I'm not saying they didn't love me at all, but like, I wasn't like showered with love and spoiling and stuff like a lot of kids these days. So, it's just something that I've always just felt like I had to earn everything, and everything was based on like how good I did that I earned. And so just this feeling of just being loved and provided for, and just wanting to be showered with everything, like for no reason, like I didn't have to earn it, was just like breathtaking. So I was really inspired by that experience. And it was like I had this exercise for a few days that I had been kind of sitting on. And it was an exercise that I got from one of my coaches, one of the coaching programs that I did. And it was about like creating your 2021 story. So you like write at the top of the page, my 2021 story, and then you write your story. Like you write your life, how you want it to go in 2021, right? Like your goals, and I did this, and this is what happened, and all that. Like you write it all out. And I'm going to credit Dr. Stan Harris for this one, because I was reading his book today, Your Breakthrough's Guaranteed, and he said in there, a goal is a truth you tell in advance. And then he has you write down 7 things on his exercise. But think of that. A goal is a truth you tell in advance, right? So you're telling something to the world, or to your piece of paper if you're one who just writes your goals down and doesn't share them. And you're telling that, as that's a truth that you're telling in advance. Like, it's like if I say, it's Saturday, right? Like, well, that would be a truth I tell in advance, because tomorrow is Saturday. But yeah, so like setting your goals and thinking of them as a truth that you're telling in advance. And if you take that exercise and that thought with you that a goal is a truth that you tell in advance, and you use that to write your 2021 story. My 2021 started like this. I became a person who did these things. Like, think of how powerful that is, because, there's a law called the law of perpetual transmutation. And so things are always either coming into form or breaking down. And think about that. Here's an example of the law of transmutation. Like, a person becoming pregnant, and then the baby growing in the womb, right? And then the baby being born. So that's like a baby coming from nothing to being out in the world, and then the baby growing up to be an adult. And then obviously as we get older, our bodies unfortunately decay and we die, right? So like everything is coming into form or leaving form, right? And so as we're creating the things, the truths that we want to tell in advance, we're starting to put those things that we want to create into form. Like, as soon as we take the time to think, this is what I want to create, and we get our little paper and pen and we start writing it down, we are helping that thing that started as nothing and then became an idea in our head. And then by writing it down, we're starting the spiritual process of that actually coming into form and you being able to visibly see it in your life. So it's such a powerful exercise. I just got done writing like 5 pages of my 2021 story. And I'm not going to share with you right now because I don't want to like spoil it. But I am going to mention on my lives, and I make posts about when the things that I've written down in my 2021 story actually start to come into form. And I'm really excited because I have a really big feeling that one of the first things that I wrote down is it is going to be coming into form this weekend. So I know that I'm going to have something really cool to share on Monday. I'm pretty excited about that. So we shall see how quickly that comes into form. But I have a really big feeling that's going to come into form this weekend. Just with all the powerful practices that have been going on in my life and the time that I've been investing in getting myself connected, right, to the highest source and making that connection and making that what leads my life. It's like there's nothing that can stop me. It's amazing. It's such an amazing feeling. It's like better than very tasty wine, drugs, like whatever. It's better than anything. So I would challenge you, if you are in a place where you are not feeling connected, where you're feeling your life is chaotic, your business isn't where you want it to be, your relationship isn't where you want it to be, where life in general is not where you want it to be, I would challenge you to do this exercise, to set a goal, a truth that you're telling in advance, to write out your 2021, exactly how you want it to go if everything fell into place perfectly. Don't think about what's realistic. Don't think about where you're at now and what you think is possible. Just where you want to be. And if you need help with this process, if you're in a place where like this is not even something you can fathom doing because it just seems just like too much of a stretch, I would challenge you also to get a coach, someone who can help you create the impossible, somebody who can help you hold the space for you and help guide you through that door to where you can get to the place where you can create those things. I'm a coach and I would be honored to work with you. You can text MOON to 90407 and that gets you a link right on your cell phone that gets you to my calendar and you can schedule your free consultation there. Or if I'm not the right coach for you, that's okay. There's other coaches out there, right? Like find someone that can help you hold that space. because this is your life and you only get one. And why should you spend it in misery and suffering and struggle when you don't have to? You literally do not have to. I can show you how you don't have to, and how we actually create our experience, whether it's suffering, whether it's amazing, that we are in charge of that. Believe it or not, from wherever you are in charge of it. And there is a way out, and it is a lot simpler than you think it is. And with a guide, with a coach, with someone who can help you, you'll be surprised how quickly things can turn on a dime for you toward the positive. So don't sit in suffering. Don't sit there and spin and just lower your expectations and lower your goals, and you have big goals and dreams. Don't let anything hold you back, because we got one life and everything you can possibly dream of is possible. And I would love to help you create that. So text Moon to 90407, book a call with me, and see what it's like to work with me, work with a coach, and create the best life that you've ever could have imagined. So I wish you a wonderful weekend. I will not probably be going live until Monday, but I will be around. So if you want to talk to me on Messenger, you can DM me. I would love to talk to you. And I will check back in with you live on Monday. Take care.